Two East Jordan High School boys chose to use the ROV they built, which received second place at the state competition, to mentor Shoe Club members and partner with the Michigan DNR and Central Michigan University on a reef project in Lake Michigan. First, they taught the Shoe Club members about the ROV. Then they altered the ROV to be able to complete the tasks for the DNR. The boys took the Shoe Club members to the East Jordan pool, where they practiced driving and maneuvering the ROV. The Shoe Club members took turns and even had a competition to see who could get the most rings. Once they felt comfortable, they met Dave Clapp and Pat O'Neill from the DNR on the docks in Harbor Springs.
Yeah, the work we're doing is in multiple areas in northern Lake Michigan. We're working on rehabilitating reef ecosystems to help native fish populations in the lake. Some of the problems we're seeing now is that invasive species that have come into the lakes have either physically impacted the reefs. For example, zebra mussels coat the rocks on the reefs and they don't allow the eggs to get down into the areas where they're protected. Things like round gobies and rusty crayfish are invasive species that they actually eat the eggs of the native fish that lay eggs on these reefs. The importance of reefs are that they're spawning areas for fish. They generally in the Great Lakes are piles of rocks that are often influenced by glacial action tens of thousands of years ago. So the barriers that you filmed with the ROV, this is really the first time we've used anything like this in the Great Lakes, and the idea is that we don't have a barrier and we trap. There's all kinds of gobies and crayfish waiting to swarm onto the reef and eat all these eggs and things that are there. But if we can control that migration, then we have a lot better chance of helping to make the native fish restoration and the spawning activities of these native fish more successful. The ROV work allowed us to document kind of how those traps were working and how those barriers were set up along the reef, and whether they were being effective or not in controlling those predators. Another thing that the ROV work helped us with was to actually monitor whether there's going to be changes in those insect and invertebrate populations on the reef. And the ROV really captured exactly what we wanted of how those barriers behaved underwater, whether they maintained their integrity around the reef system, and what the advantages and disadvantages of each of those barrier types were. So it was really valuable to have the ROV go down and do that.